Hello everyone, I hope you are having a great day today. MersLess Ones here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and in this one we're going to talk about the new 10th anniversary special Burn the Witch collaboration banner here and see if it's worth summoning on. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, subscribe and help me get to 600 subscribers. And if you would like to further support me in the channel, you can do so by becoming a channel member. Now with all of that said, let us go ahead and get started. So first things first here, we can take a quick look at the new characters again. They are really decent. The Nini here, she is a melee strong attack unit which has a superior attack on her SA2. All paralysis, she does have an EX move. She has an EX skill, Berserker 30% here, that is maxed out. Quincy Killer plus Soul Trade, reduced strong attack, recharge time 14%, Frenzy plus 3, Bombardment. Weaken resistance 200%, team/party, no affiliation, strong attack, damage 30%, and damage inflicted at full stem 30%. So just out of the two characters, I do think the Nini is the better character. So if you are summoning on this banner and you pull the Nini, I mean, it's not too bad. She is the better of the two, like I just said. She has a lot of good skills here as well. They're both speed Quincy killer units, so honestly thinking they're probably just really meant for, like, I guess the Quincy nightmare difficulty Gale Quest week. That's just what I think. I don't know why they're both speed Quincy killers, so that's kind of weird to me. But the Noelle, she is a melee NAD unit. We just go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah, attack type melee NAD unit. She has a boost and a heal on her SA2, and she does have a barrier on her SA3, which is nice. Her EX skill is decreased damage taken 16% and EX bruiser plus 25% there. She does increase the team and the party's no affiliation special move damage by 30%. So if you are using these two characters on the same team, she will be buffing the Noelle, or not the Noelle, the Nini quite a bit there. Soul Trade is normal attack damage plus 30%. All of her attacks except for SA2 and 3 have paralysis plus. So there's that as well. Strong attack damage 20% for the team and party, weaken resistance 200%. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty high bruiser actually, which is at 80%, which is good. She does have medic, enhancer, and booster, which will increase the effectiveness of her just support abilities as well. And she also does have a base flurry plus 3, which is nice. She also does have an increased status element chance against Quincy's. Does the Nini have that? Yeah, she also does have increased status element chance against Quincy's as well. Okay, yeah, so that is good. That is good. Oh, and you can't forget the status element spiritual pressure boost 80% that the Nini has as well. That is nice. So as for the banners itself, it's just the 2 units. Unfortunately, I thought we were getting 3. They could have threw 3 units in here, but I guess they just decided to not to. But it is what it is. You do have previous Burn the Witch units on here, so if you missed out on them, you do have a chance to pull all of them here. The only unit that's not here is actually no. All of the previous Burn the Witch units are on this banner, except the swimsuit ones that came out earlier this year. That's pretty much it. So there is that. It is a 51 step up banner here at steps 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. You do get a guaranteed 5-star character, so you are guaranteed a 5-star character, though it's not a featured one. At steps 25 and 50, you do get to choose a new character ticket. The difference between the 25th and the 50th step ticket is the 25th step ticket lets you choose between the 2 new characters, while the 50th step ticket, it's going to let you have, just a bigger pool of characters you can choose from if you really want to. Another thing is these units do not have single summon, so if you want these Burn the Witch characters, you have to summon on this banner. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We can take a look at the other featured 5-star characters here very quickly. Alright, so here we have the Halloween Noelle here. She is a heart unit with the Soul Reaper Killer. Soul Trade, strong attack, recharge time minus 12%. These previous Burn the Witch units here, they all came out before the 9th anniversary, which increased, we just got like a lot of power creep during the 9th and 10th anniversary, so do keep that in mind. These characters will not have the modern skills that I like to say, so just keep that in mind when I'm going over these units. She is a ranged unit with weakening and drain on all of her attacks. Innate skills, Sprinter, Havoc, Paralysis Resistance 100%. Berserker, pretty low at 40% here. She does have follow-up, Frenzy +1, Bombardment, Defibrillator plus 5 seconds. Damage to her status elements at 40%, Weaken Defense, Sharpshooter, and the status element Spiritual Pressure boost 80%. So yeah, these characters are definitely going to be a bit weaker than characters we've previously seen since the 9th anniversary. Alright, next we have the Ninny here, who is a Mind Hollow Killer unit. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -12%. She is a ranged unit with Weakening and Fire on all of her attacks, or I guess they call it Burning. She does have the Gauge effect when activated. While active, she'll have 100% Berserker and Frenzy +1. Innate skills: Sprinter, Long Stride, Fire Resistance 100%. Start gauge 70%. While her gauge is activated, she gets a 30% heal, and while it's active, she gets 50% Spiritual Pressure boost. Berserker 40%, Devastation 40%, full stamina damage boost 20%, Gauge Rampage, Havoc, Frenzy +1, Defibrillator +5 seconds, and Sharpshooter. Up next we have the Parasol Balgo in Osuit Shi. This is a Mind unit with 2 killers, Quincy and Human. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -12%. Range unit with Weakening and Drain on all of his attacks, and he does have a Revive on his Soul Bomb there. Sprinter +2, Sharpshooter, Havoc for his innate skills. Berserker 40%, increased Super Heart Link Slot Potions and increased Heart Link Slot Potions +5 for both of those. Increased Heart Droplet drop 30%, Frenzy +1, Bombardment, Defibrillator 5 seconds. Increased status element chance against Heart attribute enemies, and the status element Spiritual Pressure boost 80%. This is what I thought the third character was going to be, but apparently no, we just got just a Noelle and an Indian with Osuit Shi there as well. Alright, so next we have this Macy here. She is a speed unit with the no affiliation to Squad 0 killer. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -12%. Range unit with Paralysis and Weakening on all of her attacks. Innate skills: Sprinter, Sharpshooter, Havoc. Team/party speed attribute, Strong Attack, Recharge 20%. Let's see here. Berserker and Devastation both at 40%. Frenzy +2, Defibrillator +5 seconds. Damage to her status elements 40%. Weaken Defense and the status element Spiritual Pressure boost 80%. Alright, so next we have this Bruno here, who is a Heart unit with the Hollow and Espada killer. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -12%. Melee unit with Weakening on all of his attacks. He does have the Gauge effect here. While active, he gets 100% Berserker and decreased damage taken 20%. Innate skills: Marauder, Sprinter +2, Long Stride. Start gauge 70%. Gauge effect: when he activates his gauge, he gets Strong Attack reduction 30% here. Then he also gets a 30% heal, and while the gauge is active, he gets 50% Spiritual Pressure boost. Berserker and Devastation both at 40%. Immune to all status elements 100%. Havoc, Frenzy +2, and Defibrillator +5 seconds. Alright, so now we have the old Speed Christmas Noelle here with the Hollow and no affiliation killers. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time 12%. Ranged unit with Weakening on all of her attacks, and she also does have the Revive on her Soul Bomb. Innate skills: Sprinter, Havoc, and Guard Break. Bruiser 40%. Increased Power Link Slot Potions. Increased Super Power Link Slot Potions and increased Power Link Slot Potions +5 for both. Frenzy +1, Bombardment, Defibrillator +5 seconds. Increased status element chance against Power Attribute, Hollow, and no affiliation enemies, and the status element Spiritual Pressure boosts 80%. Up next is the Ninny here, who is a Soul Trait no affiliation killer unit. Oh, she's also a Heart attribute. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -14% here. Weakening on all of her attacks, and she is also a ranged unit. Innate skills: Sprinter +2, Innovator, Guard Break. Devastation 60%. Super Mind Link Slot Potions and Mind Link Slot Potions +5. Havoc 20%. Frenzy +2. Defibrillator +5 seconds. Increased status element chance against Mind attributes, Soul Reaper, and no affiliation enemies. Hit enemies 100% there. Alright, so now for the last two, we have the original Burn the Witch units here. Starting with the Noelle here, who is a Mind unit with the Soul Reaper, no affiliation killer. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, damage +20%. Range unit, no status elements. Berserker is at 80%. Devastation 80%. Nullify range resistance 100%. Havoc, Frenzy +1, Sprinter +1. And now we have this Ninny here, who is a technique unit with the Ranker no affiliation killer. Soul Trait, Strong Attack, Recharge Time -14%. Ranged unit, no status elements on her attacks, and she does have a barrier on her SA2. Bruiser and Devastation, both at 60%, nullify range resistance, Havoc 20%, Frenzy +1, Sprinter, oh, that's it. Yeah, really old unit then, not a lot. Actually, real quick, I actually forgot about this Power Bruno, because he's usually not there on reruns of Burn the Witch banner units. But anyways, yeah, so this Bruno, he is a power unit with the Soul Reaper and our Ranker Killer. Soul Trade, strong attack recharge time -12%. He's a ranged unit with weakening on all of his attacks. Innate skills, dodge Soul Reaper damage 50%, Sprinter +2, Latched It Survival. Berserker 40%, Havoc 20%, Frenzy and Bombardment. A Defibrillator +5 seconds, Poise, Sharpshooter, and hit hidden enemies 100%. Alright, now that's it for sure. Alright, there you have it. So that is the new Burn the Witch collaboration banner unit for this end of month. Went over the 2 new units a little bit more in detail, then we also went over the featured unit. So is this banner worth summoning on? I mean, every time a Burn the Witch banner comes out, I mean, it's always value into summoning on them because they are collaboration units. Collaboration units really don't come out all that often. I mean, we've gotten 2 Burn the Witch characters this year, which is definitely cool. The last time we got 2 Burn the Witch characters in a year, that was 3 years ago, so there's no telling when we'll get more or when these characters will actually come back. So if you want to summon on this banner just to have these units, you definitely can do that. These are some good characters and they will help you out, I guess, with the Quincy Killer Week of Guild Quest, and they are some pretty strong units themselves. And you also have a chance to pull older Burn the Witch units that you may have missed out on, so there is a chance at that as well. So yeah, if you want to summon on this banner, this is totally not a bad banner to summon on. But just remember that the end of month, well, not the end of month, the end of year banner is coming out, I mean, honestly, next month. So, I mean, there is that. Whatever characters we get definitely are going to be pretty hype, and they are going to be very, very strong. I do think so. Yeah, but overall, at the end of the day, these are your spirit orbs. You can do whatever you want with them. If something on this banner lets you have fun, then by all means, go ahead and have fun. This is a game. Games are meant to be played to have fun. If you love the Burn the Witch units and you would like to have them in the game, then, by all means, go ahead and summon too. And so, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and as usual, until next time.